James Harrison, Fader Artist, back again for lesson number 2. This is a unique brush pattern. I call it swimming underwater. Many people call it circles, but it involves the motion of swimming underwater. Okay? When you're underwater, you kind of break through the water like this. And we're going to basically do the same thing with the brushes. So we're going to take the brushes. Actually, let's do it with our hands first. That's a good idea. We're going to take our hands and take that motion, but we're going to confine it inside this drum head. So the way I do this is, rather than have my hands side by side, not have much space, I put my left over my right, and I go up, across, I push up as I go up ahead, and then I come around and do a complete circle, and I go back with the left over the right, and I continue that circle. So I'm going to do it so you can hear the pattern like this. It's going to be... So each beat is a push-up. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now I'm going to put the brushes back in my hand and do that pattern. So what I do, again, I pull them in a little bit. And what I'm going to do is left over right. Now for this grip, because I push down on the brush so much, I take the traditional grip and I turn it over like this. You've probably seen a lot of brush players do this. Almost everybody does. If you're a match grip player, just hold it the same. But what we're going to do is push down on the brush. Apply pressure. We're just pushing down as we go up. When we get to the top, we're going to release that and come up with the tips. We get here, back down. And that's swimming motion. Nice slow motion. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'm going to play it a little faster. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Push down and relax back all around. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like any other brush pattern, as I get faster, I'm going to condense that pattern again and flatten it out and go more side to side so that I'm not moving too much like this. So I'm going to swing more like this. A little faster would be like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. I'm still crossing. I'm just not going as much north to south. I'm going east to west. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now if you listen to this pattern closely, this head might be a little worn in the middle. You hear the sta, ga-da, ga-da, ga-da. I'll do each hand separately. Together, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's a useful pattern for emphasizing a quarter note pulse. Sometimes if I'm playing in a jazz combo and it comes to the bass solo, I'll change it up by maybe going to that type of pattern and give them just a quarter note pulse so they don't have to solo over that the whole time. So I'll show you, I'll use it in context. I'll play the first pattern that we learned on the first lesson. And I'll kick into this other pattern. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Slow it down a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then go 1, 2, 3, up, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? What's great about this pattern is it obviously takes away any staccato sound, and we can manipulate the surface by not pressing it as much or pressing more. But what I like about it is I can actually start to offset these circles. It'd be like swimming lopsided or something, and it creates different patterns. So I'm going to do the same pattern I was doing, but I'm going to offset it. Now I like to keep my right hand on the beat because that's my timekeeping hand. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. But my left hand is going to be a pickup note of 1, 2, 3, 4. But I'm going to take that pickup and do the circle this way. So it's going to be a 1, 2, 3, 4. So here's our original pattern. 2, 3, 4. I'm going to offset the left hand. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 4. So that kind of gives me a shuffle pattern. So I can do this. Or okay, and because I can use that pattern, if I was playing this and somebody said, that's a little too staccato and too loud, can you make that slower, longer, quieter, anything? Well, then I'll take that same pattern and I'll just play the left hand pattern. Like my right hand's playing those time patterns, my left hand's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. So I still have the basic jazz pattern. It's now just in a sliding motion. 1, 2, 3. Or if I'm going slow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. That gives me a lot more potential than maybe this if it's a really, really lush type of ballad. Okay? Or again, maybe if it's a shuffle type pattern, I want something going. Or again, just to color it up. So we have this, swimming underwater, 1, 2, 3, 4. Slow or 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Fast. We have the offset one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Slow or 1, 2, 3, 4, fast. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Slow or and of course, once you do that, you can break the pattern up anyway, like you would a ride pattern. And that entire time, this hand was keeping the beat. So that's the swimming pattern. It's a great pattern. Give it a try.